Dinner parties. The atmosphere would change. Main room bulbs would be dimmed, less frequently used task lighting came on, and candles were lit. We had a little over-the-mirror lamp in the bathroom upstairs that was never used at other times, but when it was on and the main ceiling light was off, the bathroom looked so much nicer that I wondered why we didn't do that all the time. Mum would wear beads that I was less familiar with, and the smell of incense wafted through the house, mixing with the smells of cooking. Classical music was almost exclusively played at home, whatever the occasion, or non-occasion, but when it was a dinner party evening, a cassette of vaguely more upbeat Yiddish clarinet music would play instead. That was their dinner party music. You might have your own version. I do now. While Dad cooked most of the meal, Mum would make one of the 2 puddings she had in her somewhat limited repertoire. The first of them was irredeemably bad, a sort of double-barreled caterpillar cake fashioned from 2 packets of Maryland cookies soaked in far too much throat-burning sherry, sandwiched together with over-whipped cream and all covered in more cream and crushed Cadbury's flake. I'd eat a big bowl of it, even though it was absolutely awful. You didn't get used to it either, as I'd find out when helping myself to seconds and then thirds. The other recipe she made, brown bread ice cream, was an 80s dinner party classic that had been doing the rounds of their social circle, and until everyone had heard of it, which probably didn't take very long, it was a dish that would raise eyebrows until people tasted the results. Then eyes would close and heads would nod in approval before the inevitable, "You must give me the recipe." We'll come back to brown bread ice cream a bit later. In the interval, in fact, as, well, that's when you have ice cream in a theatre, isn't it? Well, that brings us to the interval, folks. The lights come up. We can stand or stretch our legs, chat with the people around us about what they think of the book so far. What do you think of the book so far? Yeah, oh, okay. Maybe make small talk about how they got there and what route they're planning on taking back. My abiding memory of going to the theatre when I was a child was the tubs of interval ice cream. Small, rock hard, and eaten with a paddle made from wood, the grain of which would fuse to the underside of my dry top lip like Velcro. Do you remember my mum's only redeeming recipe from the dinner party days? Yeah? Let's make some. Brown bread ice cream. Serves 4 to 6, takes 20 minutes, plus freezing time. Ingredients. 100 grams of wholemeal bread. A standard roll is about right. 80 grams of hazelnuts. 65 grams of demerara sugar. 3 egg whites. 125 grams of caster sugar. 550 millilitres of double cream. Preheat your grill to medium. Make the bread into breadcrumbs by pulsing in a food processor or blender. Chop the hazelnuts until they're a similar size to the breadcrumbs and mix both together with the demerara. Spread out on a baking tray and grill for about 10 minutes, rearranging the rubble frequently until lightly toasted. Don't over-toast things or it'll be just a bit too overwhelmingly crunchy against the smooth ice cream base. Now this is in capitals, listeners. Keep an eye on it and don't let it burn. Let the mixture cool. In a clean bowl, whisk the egg whites until stiff and then whisk in the caster sugar a little at a time until you've got a nice glossy meringue. In a separate bowl, whip the cream to soft peaks and then fold into the meringue along with the breadcrumb mixture. Tip the lot into a plastic container and freeze. The whipped egg white and cream will give it stability, so it won't need churning. Take it out 15 to 20 minutes before you want to eat it. It's starting again. Better sit down. Shh. It's Act 2.